New Yorkers for Constitutional Freedoms supports policies that preserve religious liberty. For our 2022 Digital Day of Action, our religious liberty agenda is focused on blocking the proposed New York Health Act. The New York Health Act would kick every New Yorker off of his or her health insurance and impose a government-controlled program of socialized medicine upon the entire state. It is no exaggeration to say that this bill, if passed, would sound a death knell for the state of New York. There are many serious problems with the New York Health Act. The act is objectionable on pro-life grounds. It would incentivize government rationing of medical care and would leave high-cost patients with no alternatives if the government refused to provide coverage for their continuing treatment. Also, the massive tax increases needed to fund this proposal would be a fiscal nightmare and would motivate both employers and employees to flee the state in droves. The New York Health Act is also carelessly drafted. Instead of providing a real funding mechanism, the bill simply directs the governor to submit a revenue plan for a proposal that could double the New York state budget. This figure-it-out-later approach to funding an exorbitantly expensive program is unacceptable. Today, we focus on the religious liberty aspects of the New York Health Act. The New York Health Act would place state government in complete control of New Yorkers' health insurance by forcing employers, including some faith-based employers, to include abortion in their employee health insurance. New York government has already made its hostility to religious liberty quite clear. Under the New York Health Act, New Yorkers could expect more of the same. Government would likely pressure faith-based healthcare providers into engaging in acts that violate their beliefs, or leaving the healthcare field altogether. Do you want Christian doctors and faith-based hospitals to be pressured into performing abortions and so-called sex reassignment surgeries? It would be a simple matter for state government to impose such requirements under the New York Health Act. The state could refuse to pay any medical providers that do not knuckle under. The New York Health Act would endanger religious liberty here in the state of New York. It would also endanger human life. It must not be passed.